English made easy. Hey guys! Bored of those vocab lists? Me too. At 1 Degree North Companion, we're turning wordly wise into an adventure to make learning actually interesting. Let's jump in. Book 3. Lesson 2.
Have you ever just looked up and wondered what it would feel like to float, to really become one with the wind? Well, today, we're going to do just that. We're going on a journey, not just up into the clouds, but deep into the very words we use to talk about it. So let's get started. All right, so our adventure kicks off in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And trust me, this place is home to one of the most incredible sights you will ever see on this planet. Every single October, the sky here just explodes with color in a show that is, well, it's like nothing else. Just look at that. This is the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. Now, we call something like this an event, right? And an event isn't just something that happens. It's something important, something with real significance. And with nearly 1 million people coming together here for 9 whole days, yeah, this is the perfect example. It's like a worldwide gathering for anyone who's ever dreamed of flying. You can almost feel it in this picture, can't you? That feeling of being pulled in, drawn closer. That's the heart of our next word, attract. To bring something closer. And boy, does this spectacle attract people from all over the globe. But what's really cool is where that word comes from. It's from Latin, ad, which means to, and trahere, which means to pull. So this incredible event is literally pulling people towards it, just like a magnet. Okay, but before these gentle giants can even think about feeling the sky, there's this incredible burst of energy happening right down on the ground. It's a blur of intense, perfectly coordinated action. Honestly, it's like watching a symphony of teamwork. And you know, every single one of these balloons needs a crew, and a crew is just that. A group of people all working together to make the magic happen. I mean, from spreading out that massive fabric to handling the ropes, it's just this beautiful dance of human collaboration. Because remember, no pilot ever flies alone. And hey, here's a little fun fact for you. Did you know the word crew actually gave us a hairstyle? Yep, the crew cut. It started with rowing teams, or crews, who all got the same haircut to build a sense of unity, of team spirit. So next time you see a crew cut, you can think about that powerful idea, a team working as one. And then, this is the moment it all comes together, the launch. That's the act of setting something into motion. You hear that roar from the burner, the crew lets go of the ropes, and just like that, the balloon starts its incredible climb. It's like the powerful, fiery birth of a brand new flight. And just like that, we're up, we're airborne. All that noise and chaos from the ground just fades away. It's replaced by this deep, incredible silence. And the funny thing is, the earth doesn't rush away from you. It just kind of drops. A slow, gentle separation, like you're watching it in slow motion. From way up here, you really truly get what it means to dangle. The basket you're in, it's just hanging there, loosely under this gigantic, colorful dome of hot air. And there's literally nothing but open air between you and the entire world down there. It's this amazing feeling of just peaceful suspension. And it's up here that you realize something really important. You're not actually flying, and you definitely don't drive a hot air balloon. No, you drift. You're just being carried along by the air currents, like a passenger on some invisible river in the sky. It's the same exact force of nature that creates drifts of snow or sand. You know, those big piles that get pushed together by the wind. Okay, so if you're just drifting, that brings up a pretty big question, right? How in the world do you control where you're going? I mean, if you can't fly it, how do you navigate? And here's the crazy part. A hot air balloon pilot cannot steer the balloon. It's true. There's no steering wheel, no rudder, absolutely no way to just change direction. And this huge challenge is actually the secret to why Albuquerque is so famous for ballooning. The solution is all about a special weather pattern you find here, and it's called the Albuquerque box. So check this out. Down low, the winds might be blowing in one direction, but if you go higher up, the winds are blowing in the complete opposite direction. So a really skilled pilot can find these opposite currents and use them to reverse their direction. Think about that. By just going up or down into a different layer of wind, they can actually start going backward. And the word reverse itself is so perfect. It comes from re, meaning back, and vertere, meaning to turn. The pilots are literally turning back by moving up or down. It's like navigating in 3D. So after this beautiful dance in the sky, using those invisible rivers to find your way, every journey has to come to an end. It's time to start thinking about getting back down to earth and coordinating that return. And this is where the pilot sends a signal. A signal is just any gesture or action that sends a message, right? It's this silent conversation between the sky and the ground. The pilot signals down to the crew, who've been following the whole time, letting them know it's time to get ready for landing. It really is the final act of teamwork in this amazing sky-high ballet. So think about our journey. From the huge attraction of this amazing event to the crew that helps launch it into the air, from the feeling of dangling while you drift across the sky to using opposite winds to reverse your direction. Every single word we looked at today was like its own little vessel, carrying us through a part of this incredible experience. You see, words are journeys too. So my question for you is, where will you let them take you next?
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next one.